Welcome back to 2026 and another season of the Untold Podcast. How you doing, Chris? How was Christmas?
It was good, mate. Really good. Yeah, do you know, it's
Good.
the first time I've heard anyone say 2026, to be fair. We're 13
Really?
days in, yeah.
Fucking hell, mate.
No, it was good, mate. Really nice. Really relaxed. Really chilled out. Spent some quality time at home with little man and the missus. Ate too much. Drunk too much. And now I haven't drunk for 13 days.
Really? You're doing it
mate.
then?
I've actually done it, yeah.
You're doing it.
Yeah.
You're
What about
doing
you?
it. Yeah, it was good, mate. It was good. It was difficult at times. It was good at times. It was sad at times. But overall, it was wicked.
Yeah, I mean, your Christmas was a little bit different to probably it would have been. Well, it's not really a little bit different. It was a lot different, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It should have been really, but
It was good because all the family were together. The dogs were together in Spain. It was lovely. There was just a big part of it missing. But yeah, we did the first Christmas. We done his first birthday. It's quite funny actually. The girls were like, "Dad, how old was Grandad going to be?" I was like 6, 7, 6, 7.
Oh, was he actually?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would have been 6, 7. So, in typical thing. But we had a chat, and we both said at the end of 2025, like I made some promises to some guests, which we'll talk about in a minute. You made some promises, and I think that it would be really good, maybe not even for season 3, maybe just moving forward, to talk about like accountability, to talk about compounding things, doing things that you don't particularly want to do, but you need to do them.
yeah, I think it's really important, mate, because we talk about mental health. Last season was obviously mental health, and we talk about business, we talk about everything. But actually, if you don't take accountability for what you're doing, you don't succeed in anything anyway.
No. And it shows up everywhere. It shows up in your fitness, it shows up in your eating, it shows up in your parenting, it shows up in your work, it shows everything. It's like this accountability and having people like Dan came on, the way of the Vikings. I said in the episode, I might join that. Well, last week I joined it.
I must admit, mate, I thought it was just talk.
No.
Yeah.
If I say I'm going to do something, 5 times out of 10, I'll go and do it and I'll get it done. So I joined the Vikings. So I decided on Friday, Dan messaged me. He's like, actually, we start tomorrow, mate, which was a Saturday. When I joined, I paid the money, done. About 3 in the afternoon, I started feeling rough, like chest went. So I missed the Saturday morning because I was literally dying and I didn't feel right going in a gym. But I beat myself up because I missed the first morning. However, on the Sunday morning, I was up wherever we was, standing somewhere, hiking up to Devil's Dyke at 6:30 with 20 other lads. And I tell you what, it's a wicked group to be in. I was being called a wet wipe. I was being called a wanker. I was being called all these things by people I've never met in the WhatsApp group because I didn't show up to that first Saturday. And that's accountability. They're only joking.
Yeah.
And it's really good. But that's something that I want to do for myself for 2026. What about you? What have you done?
Well,
I know what you've done.
I've stopped drinking, so I've done 13 days now. I'm going to try at least until the World Cup, so 6 months.
Really?
Yeah, mate.
Wow.
Yeah, 6 months. That's my target. A minimum 6 months.
What, even if you come out to Spain to do a podcast?
Yeah, mate. I'm not.
Really?
I'm very focused when it comes to not drinking. I've done it before. I've done 6 months, and then the Euros started, and I started and never stopped. So I'm going to try 6 months this year at least. In my back of my mind, I'm thinking maybe the year if I can get through the World Cup. Depends how good the non-alcoholic lager is by then. I might see if I can get some of that drink that makes you feel tipsy without actually having alcohol in it. I have joined the gym. I said I would join the gym. I've been talking about it for months. I joined the gym. I went to go for my induction yesterday, but guess what?
You got no water.
The gym was closed. I mean, you can write it, could you? I've psyched myself up for 12 days to go and have an induction, and then I'll get a phone call at 7 in the morning. I'm really sorry, but the gym's shut today. We haven't got any water. So yeah, the plan is there. I bought the gym clothes. I've got the new shoes. I've got the new shorts, the t-shirts. I'm going to look like an absolute twat, but I've made the effort to pay the first monthly bill. You know.
Yeah, and you get it done. Like, and this is the thing. Like, I'm scared that I've committed to commitment of showing up. Like Saturday morning, I've got to leave my house at 5:20 to be in the gym in Lancing at 6.
Well, that's the best thing about this now, because if we're going to be doing accountability, you can't hide from it, mate.
I can't hide from it, and I can't hide from the group. I've got to check in with the people. And I've done a lot of fitness things in the past. I've had personal trainers. I've gone to the gym and stuff. And for me, it's never worked because it's not been that. But I feel like I've been accepted into this group, this Viking group of men who are like, they're my people.
Yeah.
They're my people. They're not like the banter, the piss taking and stuff. it's brilliant, and I know it's early days, so we'll check back in 6 weeks whether I completed the first tour.
I'm just looking forward to coming and filming the cold water swim, mate. That's what I'm up for.
Yeah, I might wait until the tour's in May. I might do another tour in May to do that. And obviously, I know you spoke about like joining the gym. It's not easy walking in a gym, is it, when you've not been going?
Mate,
for a
I'll be
while?
honest with you. I'm quite a confident person, as you're probably aware of yourself. But the gym is a whole different ball game for me. I am so nervous in there. I literally have worked up. I signed up on the 27th of December, and I thought, right, I'll just go, and I couldn't. I thought, nah, actually, I'll go tomorrow, because most people feel like this when they go in the gym. You feel like everybody's looking at you. Even though 95% of them aren't, you are getting a few people going, I'll look at him in his new trainers like he's never been here before.
Yeah.
But it's that whole persona or perception of people giving a shit about you, innit? We all get that. Like, I've had it through TikTok. Like, I don't have that fear now. I can record myself in public. But everybody has that fear of, actually, what if somebody's looking at me thinking he's doing that wrong, or, you know, oh, why is he in here? He's a bit overweight. Or, well, I'm trying to lose the weight, you know?
Yeah.
But it's your own fear, innit? And the gym is the one place I've always felt uncomfortable until I've been there for a couple of weeks. So you start going, what, mate? How you doing? You all right?
Yeah.
Like, you get that reception from other people in there that you're not a newbie, that you've been there a few times, even though they're not feeling like that. It is, I am really nervous about it. I'm not going to lie. Like, I think you've probably got the easiest option to start with, because obviously they're all blokes and they're all there for the same reasons, the banter. Whereas,
And it's dark. No one can see
I mean,
each other.
yours is probably a lot harder than mine, but mentally, I feel like it's really quite hard to go in a gym for the first time. And I've never been to this gym either.
I guess as well, especially on your own. Like, I've been welcomed into a group on Saturday after they all went to the gym and I wasn't there. Oh, where's the new kid that didn't turn up? And that's like, oh shit, I can't, come on then, let's go. And last night we did this zigzag thing, and I've had a bit of a chest infection. I'm struggling. Like, there's another thing that we'll talk about. The dummy. The dummy is sat in the car now. I haven't touched my vape apart from the drive to work this morning, which is mad for me. As you know, I'd be sitting here before we start recording like a fucking crack addict. Like,
yeah,
so
it's not a visual effects we use. It's actually Ash's vape.
But last night we did this zigzag thing, and I've got all these lads. There's about 20 of them there, I guess, and it's just a big hill, concrete hill, up and down it. Like, some of them must have done 17, 18 times while I did 5. And I'm like, they're jogging up this hill, and I'm like literally crawling on my hands and knees to try and get up this hill. And I was like, fuck me, Ash, you're really like, it's bad, mate. It's bad. And I thought to myself while I was walking last night, I had my old man in my ear going, come on, keep going. And a part of me crossed my head and said, he died, so I didn't have to do XCC because I'm that unfit. I probably would have died doing it.
Maybe, you could be right there, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was, but it's this whole, like, I showed up. I didn't want to go yesterday. Yesterday I was having a terrible day. My mum rang me up. She was in tears. She was missing my dad. She was on her own. She's got stuff going on in Spain. I was missing my old man, and I did not want... It was pissing down with rain. I did not want to go and do exercise. Drive 45 minutes, because obviously the way of the Vikings is like Lancing way, and I'm here. But I'm so glad I did it. I didn't want to go, but when I drove home, I felt that sense of like achievement and empowerment. And I think I always used to feel that with the gym. You probably do as well. Like,
Don't know, I haven't been yet.
Well, but you've been putting it off. Once you do it once, you'll be like,
yeah,
that was all right.
It is always that initial fear, isn't it? Once you do something, it's like anything. Skydive. You get in the plane, you're absolutely crapping yourself. You jump out the plane.
I wouldn't know.
And then you land, your feet touch terra firma again, you're on the ground, and you want to go up again. You're like, can we go again? Like, it's the most amazing feeling. But it is... That's how people become what they want to become, is because they can push themselves through that barrier. Most of the people out there, they want to achieve things, but actually they know that it's very hard to start it, so they don't make that start. As soon as you do start things, it does become easier, doesn't it? It's like anything. The more you do something, the more easier it becomes. I'll go to the gym and I'll push the door open and I'll walk straight over to the gyms, and I'll probably put a camera up on the side and start filming me to see if my form's very good or not.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I'll sit there and I think, oh, fucking hell, 6 weeks ago I couldn't even walk in this gym.
Yeah.
You know, it is important to mention, like, that the fear is good. I said it before on a podcast. The fear is good because it means you want something. Otherwise,
And you're
scared,
pushing yourself out your comfort zone. Like, this year I've said to myself, I want to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Like, it would be easy for me last night to say, do you know what? I'm going to make an excuse to not drive and do this in the rain because I'm comfy on my sofa. Instead, I was like, no, you can't, because that's the old you. That you've got to move forward. You've got to make changes in order for your life to change. No one's going to give it to you.
Yeah.
No one's going to give it to you. And it's like with this podcast. So 45 episodes we've done now. About 3,500 downloads across 40 different countries. And like, we're at a crossroads now where it's costing money. We're trying it out. We've shown up. We've been... Right, what should we talk about? Should we talk about politics? No, let's record an episode and not air it because that's not what we're... So, like, we are going and keep going. And the question I had in my head was, right, can I continue paying for this? Because the truth is, every month this podcast costing money, it's costing energy, it's costing you driving here. And, yeah, it's good. We're getting some fantastic messages. I mean, you even got recognised in your local town as Chris from the Untold Podcast, which is fantastic. And I think we're at that pivotal.
Don't forget, somebody
moment.
Said that I should be reading bedtime stories on CBeebies as well, mate.
CBeebies, the new Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't want to stop it.
No, I don't.
It's never been about the money. Obviously, it would be lovely if it paid for itself and it didn't cost me money every month. But it's never been about the money for me. Like, when we didn't do this, I missed it.
Yeah.
And we have to show up.
I was saying to Vanessa just then, like, the last few weeks where we haven't done this.
Yeah.
It's been torture on a Tuesday. Like, I think I love finishing my lives on a Tuesday morning and going in and giving my little boy a cuddle and a kiss and having a bit of toast and then jumping in the car and driving over it, you know, because I know there's a purpose there that we're doing something. We're trying to help ourselves. We're trying to help other people with what we're talking about and stuff. And it feels like you've lost something when you're not doing it, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's like a therapy session, I think. And some of the guests, like I put in the Vikings group, every morning we have to do 3 things we're grateful for. And this morning I was like, I'm grateful for the podcast. I'm grateful for the podcast because today I get to film it. And if it wasn't for the podcast, I wouldn't be in this WhatsApp group with you lads. I probably wouldn't be focusing on being fitter and healthier in 2026.
Yeah.
But like season 2, mental health, it was important. It was important to discuss.
It still is important.
It still is important.
Really, but yeah,
I love. See the other day.
I loved that series, mate. I'm not gonna lie. I think it was brilliant. I think it was so good. The guests that we had were just phenomenal. Like there was so much variety in there as well. Like from Harry and Dan and Sam and obviously James as well. Like if I've missed anybody else, I do apologise. Ryan,
yeah.
The variety was so good, but it was every episode had something in it.
And I think that's important. And that's what we want to do. We want to be like, what I've said in like, I want to be myself.
Yeah.
And this podcast allowed, like, when I try and film content for the business and stuff, I'm still trying to be like
the businessman.
And like, I am the businessman, but that doesn't define me.
Yeah.
What defines me is like who I am, and what defines you is who you are.
Yeah.
We said a lot of things, and I said like I was going to do this. I was going to do XCC. Unfortunately, I didn't do XCC. I'm doing that in March. Now Dan's come along. I'm doing the Vikings, but I needed to do that to realise, fuck me, you got a lot of work to do to enjoy trekking across Northumberland for 3 days. Like my boots. I've done like 3 hours of hiking, and I got a blister the size of King Kong on the back of my heel. Yeah. So the boot, if I'd have just turned up to XCC, I would have been in rag, mate. I would have been absolutely.
You probably wouldn't have been able to complete it if you got a blister like that already.
No, probably not.
Which would have then set you back even further because you'd have been so disappointed in your own mental state, wouldn't you? That you probably wouldn't have ever done anything like that again.
Yeah. And I think like 2026, we all set these resolutions, and I've learned this. Right, this year I'm gonna give up smoking. I'm gonna give up drinking. I want to touch on something in a minute. I'm gonna get fit. I'm gonna eat better. And it's like, all of a sudden you're like, fuck, I've got to do all them things. I can't do that. So you do nothing. But I need to go back to something. Why, Christopher, have you decided to not drink? Why is that? What's the personal choice?
I just felt like I was drinking, not all the time, but in all honesty, like I don't really like drink. I never really have, to be honest with you. I like the way it makes you feel, but I don't like the following day. And to be quite honest with you, I think that for me, drinking, it clouds my judgment. It clouds my clarity. It obviously stops me from getting on with things. It makes me very, well, I just procrastinate all the time, you know.
Does it fuck your self-confidence?
Possibly, yeah, maybe to a certain extent, yeah. But going into 2026, I just wanted to, I'm fully aware that you do a lot more behind the scenes than I do with this podcast, and I'm not somebody that's not going to pretend that I do, and I think it's important to mention for everybody listening. Actually, you do a fuckload more than I do. Obviously, you are here and I am not, so it is to a certain extent more easy for you because you've got everything here and there. But I'm fully aware that I don't, and I feel like 2026, I wanna do everything that I say I'm going to do, rather than go, yeah, I'll do that, have a drink, get up in the morning, and think, I can't be fucked today. I can't be arsed. Like, I'll sit on the sofa because I'm a bit hungover. I feel a bit tired because I don't sleep well when I drink. I want to get up in the morning and I want to be energised. I want to get up and I want to work and I want to do the things I'm going to say I'm going to be. And I want accountability. Like, so this is why when you said about doing this for this season, to a certain extent, I was like, yeah, fucking hell, what a brilliant thing, because it's not us that just needs to be holding themselves accountable, it's our listeners as well.
Yeah. And that's what we wanted to create the space, didn't we? We wanted to, well, I said last year, I want to be the most honest podcast. I'll wear my heart on my sleeve, mate. I'll sit in these episodes and I'll cry and I'll talk about grief. I'll talk about my old man. I'll talk about what I've learned and what I would do different the next time. I don't care. Yeah. I want to be myself. I want to be unapologetically me, and if you like me, you like me. If you don't, fuck off. Because quite frankly, I don't give a shit anymore. Like, so much has changed, and like they say that 2025 was the year of the snake, and now we're the year of the horse. And I think for me and you personally, and the podcast, like, you've had some fantastic news this week. Now I'm not going to air that until we're ready to air it, but that's fucking incredible. And I just feel that in order to, someone says you've got to be worthy of the life you want to live. Yeah. And I think that's this year. Yeah. That's like, I want to get fitter. I want to get healthier. I want to eat better. I want to be more present for my kids and stuff. Yeah. And there's certain things that I've realised in the last 3 or 4 months, they just don't fucking matter. They really don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, what you've gone through, obviously, over the last few months has really, really hit home, like, what is important and what isn't, you know? And I feel like, obviously, this is nothing compared to what you've gone through in the last 4 months, but for the last 4 days, I've had no fucking water. Yeah. Right? And you don't realise, actually, how lucky we are to have everything that we've got, because the simple thing of water is more important than food. Yeah. I can't flush my toilets if I have a pony. I've got a 4-year-old, I've got a wife. Yeah. I've got 2 toilets in my house. I can't wash the plates. I've got a 4-year-old that eats and just makes everything dirty constantly. I can't have a shower. I can't have a bath. I can't even brush my teeth. Well, I can because I've got bottled water. But that's made me realise how lucky we are to turn a tap on. Fucking hell, mate. Going into the kitchen and turning the kitchen tap on just to wash your hands. Yeah. Like, we take everything for granted. And everybody, like, where I live, we've got Facebook groups. Everyone is moaning so hard that it's everybody else's fault, right? I think people should just actually take a step back and realise you should be very grateful for having water anyway. Yeah. Yes, the owner of South East Water is an absolute bellend, and I don't care if he's listening. For the money he gets, he's failed his job totally at the moment. But it's not anybody's fault if it's the reasons that they say it is, you know? But yeah, you got to really be so grateful for things this day and age, I think, because we do take things for granted.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
So I don't know where that come from, mate. To be fair, I feel like I just went off a tangent there.
No.
You went a bit infuriated as a South East Water customer.
Yeah, but I would be, mate. I would be. Sorry.
And what I will say, actually, if there's anybody listening that has been fighting people for bottles of water, sort your shit out.
Yeah.
If you can't wait in a line of to get yourself some clean water to drink and to help your families, sort your shit out, because everyone's in the same position, and
No, and this is it. And like, this is why, like, I would encourage anybody listening to this podcast to try it for a week. Write a list every single morning when you wake up of 3 things you're grateful for today. We live in a world where it's so easy. You go on TikTok, you go on the news, you go on Facebook, you go on Instagram. Everywhere you look is negative. Yeah. This person's bombed this person. House prices are going up. This is crashing. Mortgage rates, everything, blah, blah, blah. we live in a world where negativity is just so prominent.
Man, it was only 50 years ago you couldn't even have a warm shower.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Fucking bathing outside.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? And if you look at what is good in your life instead of focusing on the shit that's not. Elliot Wise, he's a very good friend of mine. Like him or hate him, his message is simple. You get back the energy you put out. Frequencies and energy. And this is something that I've been doing, like looking at quite a lot. And I believe it.
I've started to, mate. I'm not going to lie. Last 12 months.
If you go on a live in the morning and you're like, welcome, hi, my name's Chris. This week we've got this bundle here.
Have you been watching it at 6 in the morning?
This is my thing. Whereas you're always like, right, this is this. We've got this bundle. Check this out. People are going to buy because of that energy.
Yeah.
And I think that should be everything we do. We've got to show up. And I think that's what this season should be about. Maybe even the podcast. Showing up. Whether it's you're being a dad, a mum, a husband, a wife, a daughter, a son, a fucking employee, a business. We've all got to show up, but you've got to show up for yourself before you can show up for other people. And I think that's, I don't like, we don't need to dress it up. It's not. We are two people living lives, trying to have a better life, create more opportunities for friends, family, staff, blah, blah, blah. Like you've come in this morning with some news which could affect me. Yeah. And the podcast and the listeners. And I think holding each other accountable and doing the things that you say you're going to do is important.
Yeah.
I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you.
I'm going to cry. Not sure whether to cry or sneeze. But this morning I created a Facebook community for the Untold Podcast for exactly this, what we're talking about. And it's a private group. You can post in it anonymously. But the idea is me and you share our personal lives in there a bit more. The idea is we put our wins in. What have we done? What haven't we done? And then listeners can go in and they can help each other out.
And they can pick holes in us as well.
Fire it away.
The fact that people
on,
go,
let's go.
Hang on a minute, you haven't posted about you doing this. Have you done it or have you not? You know, because again, it's bringing us that accountability, and it also brings the engagement in from our listeners, which I think is the most important thing, because a podcast is something you listen to. You know, you don't have to just listen to this podcast. You can talk to us basically now, and I think that's a really important thing, because people do listen, and they might not want to message in or do a voice note. They might just jump on Facebook and go, you do a couple of bellends. Like, all you do is talk about
give it to me,
toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity, misogynistic prick. Come on, fire it at me. I'm a pig. I'm a wank.
If you don't know what we're referencing there, go back to season 2.
Yeah, go back to season 2. Where someone decided to leave us a 1-star review. I've got a sneaky suspicion who it was or what it was about.
Yeah.
But we're also bringing in a Thursday episode, Chris.
Yes.
Which is basically me and Chris holding each other accountable. We're going to set some targets, and the next week, if we've not done it, then we're fucking going to call each other out on it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's why I need to be accountability. That's why I need to drink this year, mate, to try and keep my things going.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to season 3. Obviously, I know I've got some notes, but I need notes because I have to try and keep it in line. We want you to be part of it. Not you, Chris. You're already a part of it. We want you to be a part of it. Do you know what I mean? There's lots of groups on Facebook. This is private. You can post anonymously. If you want,
Try not to post anonymously though.
Yeah,
we want to know who you are.
Yeah, we would like to know who you are.
Most people post anonymously if they're being nasty anyway.
Yeah, keyboard warrior. Yeah. But there are strict rules to the group.
Yeah.
You've got to be there for other people. You've got to help each other out, and we will moderate this like heavily. If you show up and start, if you've got constructive criticism for us on the podcast,
that's fine.
Then that's absolutely fine. I'll take it on board, and I'll either call you a twat or I'll run with it. But join the community. No more with a phone number, because I think someone gives us their phone number.
I know what it is now as well.
Do you?
Yeah.
Did you learn it? What is it?
Oh, I don't want to tell you now because we're not going to use it.
Shit.
I don't need to tell you now because we're not using it. It's fine.
But so the direction of this season is not just mental health. We probably will cover on some mental health because it's important. The Podfather.
I'm not happy about this, mate. I'm sorry. I'm not.
I was going to use it today.
This is what I bought Ash for Christmas, right? And it's not even left the podcast studio in 4 weeks.
I haven't been here. I've only been here for 6 days.
Perfectly clean. I'm devastated at that, mate.
It was supposed to be used today.
I'm not having that.
Oh, don't start.
I'll take it home with me.
I'm the podfather.
I'll be the podfather.
Anyway, shut up. So this season, this moving forward, we're looking for founders, athletes, creators, tradespeople, parents, anyone who's showed up consistently and they've noticed that it's changed their life and it's changed their outcome. So if you know someone, I've got a couple of people looking quite interested in coming on who have shown up for 2 or 3 years and it's completely changed their life from where they was. So I want to hear their story about doing little things each day. That's what my old man used to say. Just do a little bit each day and you'll be fine. A lot of times we don't do nothing. We show up. Yeah, we show up, but we're not doing this. We're not spending time with the kids. We're finding excuses not to do the things we should do because it's comfier.
Yeah.
That's what I think. We're not looking for famous people. We're looking for accountable ones.
Yeah, we'll have a couple of accountable famous people if they're listening, obviously.
A couple of accountable famous
Draws a few more people in, but...
Yeah. And that's it, I think. Like,
I'd like to get Donald Trump on. I think he's got some accountability at the moment, don't you?
Fucking hell, don't, mate. Don't go down that route.
Oh,
please
dear.
Don't go down that route. I don't want to... I want to live...
That's not politics. I don't care. When you talk about Donald Trump, it's not even politics. I don't even know what it is.
I don't know what it is either, mate. I don't know what it is. I think it's... there's a lot of things going on in the world, and there's a lot of stuff that's shifting, and, like, live in your own bubble.
Yeah.
Control what you can control. You've got no water at the moment, but... there are ways around it.
Yeah.
Go to your mate's house and say, mate, I've had no water for 4 days. Can I come and have a shower? Can I come and fill up some buckets and drive and fill up some buckets? It is what it is, isn't it? Instead of sitting on Facebook, fucking whinging and moaning and whinging.
If you get if you're going to fill up some buckets, make sure you put them in something, and then cause when you drive home, your car's going to get very wet.
Yeah.
I don't want to give out terrible advice, Ash.
Fill up the puddles, yeah. But yeah, live in your own bubble. Focus on control what you can control, and don't really worry too much about what's on the outside.
100%. 100%.
So, yeah. You happy?
First episode done
Third
already?
episode done. First episode wrapped up. Because you got to go for an important meeting, so we can talk about this.
Don't say that. I feel like you're rushing the podcast because of my fault. And somebody else used to do that. We're not going down that road.
I feel really bad looking at my phone, and my son's got his driving test today, and I'm waiting for this bloody phone call to say he's passed or not. So that's the only reason I've got my phone.
We were hoping that he would call you during the podcast as well, weren't we?
During the podcast,
because it's that accountability, answering your phone when you need to answer your phone to your kids.
Yeah, that's it. It's a big thing showing up. So, like, if you're a parent, if you're a founder, if you're an owner, if you're someone that's gone through some stuff and showing up has changed your life, then we want to hear your story. Join the Facebook group. Search it on Facebook, the Untold Podcast Community Group.
It's just a short name then.
It's just a short name, yeah.
Cool.
Well, I wanted it to say what it did on the tin.
You'll find it.
You'll find it. We'll share it. And yeah, that's it. Episode 1. Check out the bonus. We're going to change Monday morning, 5 a.m. for the main episode. Thursday morning, 5 a.m. for our little bonus accountability episode. So we look forward to seeing you then.
Yeah, man.
I've been Ash.
And I've always been Chris.
And I'm still Ash.
And I'll still be Chris next week.
And we'll, thanks for listening. Get involved. We'll see you next week.
Take care, guys. Thank you.